upcoming Quantum Summit represents a convergence of advanced scientific, technological, and socio-economic paradigms aimed at addressing some of the most pressing and transformative issues of our time. The topics, curated to spark intellectual and practical innovation, include: Number 1, next-generation digital finance systems. Examination of digital assets like XRP, XLM, XDC, and their alignment with the ISO 20022 standard for interoperability and global financial integration. The emergence of gold-backed Basel-compliant tokens, setting a new precedent for asset-backed financial instruments. Discussion of the role of XRP as a potential stablecoin, RLUSD, and its implications of redefining real USD stability. Number 2, currency reevaluation and sound money principles. Insights into potential reevaluation of legacy currencies such as the Iraqi dinar, Vietnamese dong, and Zimbabwe dollar. Advocacy for a gold-backed monetary system and the reintroduction of sound money to stabilize global economies. Number 3, global governance and alliances. Collaboration between Space Force and the Galactic Federation and the so-called White Hats, with a focus on strategic advancements in security and cosmic governance. Exploratory discussion on controversial topics such as flat Earth theories and the hidden realms of the inner Earth. Number 4, Antarctica's mysteries and strategic importance. A scientific investigation into Antarctica's geopolitical and ecological significance, potentially uncovering revolutionary insights. Number 5, revolutionizing public health and environmental policies. Contributions from consultants to the RFK administration on transforming the U.S. food supply, aiming for super organic standards. Addressing the eradication of harmful practices by entities like Monsanto, alongside a comprehensive overhaul of the agricultural system. Number 6, advanced technologies for well-being. Introduction of scalar energy technologies presented by experts. Exploration of holistic modalities such as prospects of these treatments being covered by future insurance policies, signaling a paradigm shift in healthcare accessibility and innovation. Number 7, environmental reformation and atmospheric engineering. Strategies for eliminating chemtrails and fostering ecological balance using advanced technologies and holistic approaches. A transformative experience. This summit promises a rare opportunity to engage with groundbreaking ideas, cutting-edge technologies, and visionary thought leaders. Attendees will leave with unparalleled insights and actionable knowledge, making this event as a pivotal milestone in the journey towards a sustainable, equitable, and enlightened future. Prepare for discussions that challenge conventional narratives and illuminate the path to systemic global transformation.
Well, guys, I am here with Mel Carmine, and Mel Carmine is one of the very good friends of this channel. I mean, Mel actually gave Digital Outlook its first break way back in the day when we literally probably had less than 1,000, maybe 1,000 subscribers. And actually, I was connected to Mel through someone else in the joint community, and Mel got me on there. And believe it or not, after I was on Mel's show, things start to really pick up, and we are now close. We're just literally about 5,000, 6,000 folks, subscribers away from 50,000 subscribers. It seems like amazing how much time has passed. But Mal, welcome to Digital Outlook, man. And we're here to talk about the Quantum Financial Summit. And we were the one there. We were there last year. We're going back this year, Judy and I, and it's going to be amazing. And really want to just have an opportunity for you to kind of present it, and let's talk about it.
Well, I thank you for inviting me. I'm so honored to be on your show. Number one, I'm so happy to see you grow. And see, it doesn't matter who gets bigger than who, because he was smaller than my channel, but I
Yeah.
realized this guy's got talent. This guy's got real raw
Thanks, man.
talent. And I said, let's get him out there. Let's get him exposed, because it's not about Mel Carmine. It's not about him. He should do the same thing and pass it forward. If he sees talent out there, say, hey, come on my show. You're talented. Doesn't matter. You got 500 people. You know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Let's get you growing, because we need what? More soldiers on the battlefield. That's how we win the war, right?
That's
And
it.
so
That's it.
look at him. I got 50,700, 50,800 almost on my main channel. I got
Yeah.
almost 15,000 on my secondary channel. I got almost 30,000 on my Rumble channel. I got like
Yeah.
200,000 people that follow me on all these different platforms. But
Yeah.
the reality, it's not a horse race. It's
No,
not
it
like an
isn't.
ego contest. What it
Yeah.
is, it's about us winning. And we got Donald Trump back. I get chills
Absolutely.
because, oh man, let me tell you, the Quantum Summit is about painting a picture of how this world is going to be in the next 50 years. We're going to
Yeah.
open up your mind. Some of your minds are not going to be able to handle the overload of information that you're going to get at the Quantum Summit, and you might self-combust. Okay, you have
Yeah.
to get an insurance policy.
Well, I agree. I mean, the last one that we went to, and boy, there were a lot of big names there. Jimmy Valley was there. We had Molly Elmore. Mickle went down there. Verson was down there. Black Swan Capitalist. We were there. I mean, there was a lot. Rob 007 was down there. We had some amazing people. And, Ian Farrar with Purium, he came up and they were talking about health. It wasn't about it was about health. It was about wealth. I mean, you had General Tata, 3-star general, come out on the stage. That was absolutely fabulous. And I know you got a big lineup this year of some amazing speakers. And Mal, give a rundown of some of the main headliners. Now, I know we're going to be there and we're going to be speaking, but I'm thinking about everybody else. Some of these big
Yeah,
headliners are going to be down
yeah.
there.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. We have Senator Mark Fisham coming from Arizona. He said,
Yeah.
Mel, he calls me because we're like, we become buddies. I don't know why, but some people, when they meet Mel Carmine, we become like two peas in a pod. He happens to be one of those two peas in a pod with Mel Carmine. And
Yeah.
he said, Mel, I'm going through the internet, and all of a sudden I see this thing, Quantum Summit. And next thing I know, we got your ugly mug there. So I bought 2 tickets. I'm coming.
Oh, that's
So
fantastic.
I
Now, is he
said,
going to actually have an opportunity to speak while at the summit?
yes. I said,
Okay.
if you don't mind, I appreciate the support, but if you don't mind, can we get you on stage for maybe 15, 20 minutes?
I mean,
Absolutely.
that's
So
pretty big, man. I mean, you got a U.S. senator actually coming to the Quantum Financial Summit. That's phenomenal.
absolutely. Absolutely.
And so in terms of like, outside, just the political realm, because we know there's a big shakeup, and of course we are getting some major support. I mean, it's never been such a bullish environment for this digital asset space. When you consider the political environment that we're in right now, you literally can see the switches being flipped as we speak. When Donald Trump signed those executive orders, and we're watching these things go down. So it's really positive to have that. In terms of like, other, areas that are associated with what we're doing, who's going to be speaking on those things? And, like for instance, is Patrick Riley, that's one guy that was there last time that was phenomenal.
He's gonna be there again. The
Oh,
crowds want
fantastic.
him. Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
fantastic. That's fantastic.
Absolutely.
Yep. Now,
Yeah, we got Sean
where
Taylor, who's a
exactly,
deputy sheriff.
what's that?
Yeah. Sean Taylor, deputy sheriff,
Yep,
who is
yep,
one
yep.
of the biggest whistleblowers on the little ones. And I don't want to get, I'm not getting,
Mm-hmm,
I want to keep
mm-hmm,
his
mm-hmm.
channel preserved, and I want to keep my channel preserved. They want
Yep,
to
yep,
make sure we're able to use this. But they were
yep.
called into, and you're going to have to read between the lines. I'm going to be a little bit vague here. Okay.
Mm-hmm,
But they were
mm-hmm.
called into, and when I say they, I mean they called in the police department, the state police department, the sheriff's police department. And they said, if you see these trucks on the road,
Right.
he's going to be on stage talking to you guys. He says, if you see these trucks on the road, you're not allowed to pull them over. I don't care if they're doing
Wow.
180 miles an hour,
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
there was some weird cargo, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, it's
Okay.
good. Yeah, we need to get the message out. And thank God we're seeing a lot of people come in, especially with, the whole border crisis that we've been dealing with and stuff like that. And so to get these, people that, are kind of in these situations, the help that they really need. I mean, it's really phenomenal what's been going on. And the fact that, for the last number of years that it was absolutely just ignored and people allowed to do whatever they wanted. And here we're in a situation where we're literally seeing, a massive turnaround. And so you got guys like that down there. I know that, when we were there the last time, some of the presentations were absolutely spellbinding. Like I said, when we saw Patrick Riley actually show the way in which distributed ledger technology could be worked in such a way to, provide us with secure identities without going with the whole digital ID kind of thing and everything like that, that was truly phenomenal. And the inventiveness that's going on and stuff like that. Plus, the fact that as a community, one thing, guys, that I would like to share community wise is this. A lot of times it feels like, boy, I would really like to actually meet up with some of these folks and this and this and that. At the QFS, when we were there, people made themselves so available. I mean, it's not like we're just some big, group of VIPs and oh, the untouchables. It's not like that. It's more like a family reunion. It's not like a conference like the ones that I've ever been to. You're literally right, able to get up close and personal with people and share the same thoughts, feelings, ideas that most other people have. And that's one of the best things about this Quantum Financial Summit is the brainstorming that goes on and the information that's presented, what people actually that are the movers and shakers, in the space, and not the influencers, the people that are actually on the ground, like you say, the senator and the sheriff and, other people like that are on the ground. They're actually making it out there and doing these changes. So I think that's really phenomenal. Now, it's happening in the Sheraton Hotel in Cape Canaveral. Is that right?
Yes, it's going to be at the no, it's going to be at the Radisson Hotel in Cape
Sorry,
Canaveral.
forgive me,
You know,
Radisson
Radisson
Hotel.
Hotel, Cape Canaveral. We got a big room. Hopefully, collectively, we're able to sell the last chairs, and we're going to have a packed event. Hopefully, that's the case. I'm going to break the news on your show as well. I may as well.
Yeah.
This is exciting, exciting stuff. A gentleman comes down. He doesn't know who Mel Carmine is. He doesn't. He's not a follower of Mel Carmine. Doesn't even know
Right.
Mel Carmine is even a podcaster. He
Mhm.
happens to be a big fan of who? Nino Rodriguez. Now, Nino Rodriguez was sort of like 50-50 on maybe coming, maybe not coming. But because of this situation that has evolved, because God has a real funny way of talking to Mel Carmine, okay?
Yeah.
And he wants certain things to manifest because I'm a big loud mouth, I'm obnoxious, I'm Italian, I wear my heart on my sleeve, etc. This guy follows, this guy's never missed one show. He's a fanatic about Nino Rodriguez. He
Yeah.
happens to be very, very wealthy. He has a collection of airplanes.
Yeah.
One of the airplanes happens to be a jet, a nine
Mm.
passenger jet. He says, you tell Nino Rodriguez, he comes to the Quantum Summit. You lock him in. He says, I want to see him. He goes, I would love to meet him. He imitates him and everything. I mean, he like does a lot. Hey, David, he does all that
Yeah.
stuff
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. He's funny.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but anyway, he says, you lock Nino Rodriguez in, and I promise, he goes, you tell Nino, I'm going to go pick him up with my private jet
Right.
in El Paso, Texas, and bring him to the Quantum Summit. Guess who's coming tonight for the opening of the movie? We're doing a private screening at the EE Center. My Staying Alive with two E's, right?
Yeah.
Staying
Yeah. Yeah.
Alive with two E's.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a big PA system there. We're well equipped, right? We
Yeah.
own all this stuff,
Yeah.
and it's like state of the art stuff. He's going to be at the opening for the movie tonight,
Oh,
and we're going to be talking about
fantastic.
Nino Rodriguez coming down in a private jet. Now, providing that manifests, because he
Yep.
went from being 50-50 to being more like 70-75, that now he's coming again, right?
Right.
Because he
Right.
wants
Right.
he wants to ride in a private jet. Now, you don't get to do
Yep.
that too often. Not too many
Yep.
people get to do that, right? So,
No, I mean, yeah. No, that's wild.
so
And
how wild
so
is
he'll
that?
be
So,
there. Hopefully he'll be there. Yeah.
yeah, we'll fly in on the 7th or the 6th and pick him
Yeah.
up, right? And we're going to film the
Yeah.
whole thing going and coming back to Cape Canaveral. It's going to be
Right.
absolutely epic. The beautiful thing about Sean Taylor, let's go back to Sean Taylor, is that
Yeah.
he blew the lid off of the biggest story in the history of the world. You're
Mhm.
basically not supposed to interfere with their business. These people are so arrogant and
Yeah. Of
have become to
course.
the point where they think they own the future. They
Right.
don't. Donald
No,
Trump
and
is
the
going to be
fact
the
that we've
biggest.
now got some of this stuff, when you see Trump's signing these executive orders to declassify a bunch of information, and the fact, they want to get back to a place where we have this the not just the idea of free speech, but the practice of free speech, where we can have a forum where we can share our ideas, our thoughts and opinions without any fear of being like deplatformed, silenced, or all this kind of stuff. And that's really what we're talking about. And that's why I love when you call it QFS, it's QFS 1776. And you know what
Yes.
all that means. And I'm talking about the freedom and the
Yeah.
liberty. And by the way, I
Absolutely.
know I
Yeah. We
shared
put
with you,
together. Yeah.
yeah,
We put
on
together the
this,
Holy Grail. This is like the Holy Grail. That's just a
yeah,
separate website.
that's right.
Quantum Summit 1776 is the
Yeah,
actual event. Quantum Summit
yes, yeah,
1776.com. But getting
yeah.
back to the star lineup, we got
Oh, okay.
Sheriff Mack coming.
Yep, yep,
Sheriff Mack is another guy that meets Mel Carmine and instantaneously becomes two peas in a pod with Mel
hmm,
Carmine. All
yeah.
right. Likes me. I said, you know what? Our conversation was like this. I said, is there any way that I could get credentials as an air marshal? Just have the
Yeah, yeah.
credentials so that I could carry my gun loaded on an airplane without
Yeah,
having to
doing
go
the
through
air
all the
marshal thing.
bullshit.
Yeah.
He said,
Hmm.
he laughed. He said, Mel, I can't even do that for myself. Because, but
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
a
yeah.
great
It's
thought. And
pretty
that's how the
strict, pretty
conversation
strict.
started, right?
Yeah, no, that well, and you know, that's one of the best things I love about being down here is the freedom and the liberty it provides us. I myself became a citizen on December the 18th last year. So last time I came to QFS, I was coming as a permanent resident. Well, this time I'm coming as a citizen, and a lot more to celebrate. You know, some of the things that we talked about last time was a lot of what we actually are seeing happen today. I mean, we were talking about, well, guys, we could potentially see this. I mean, remember where we were with the price of XRP at the last summit, what, 48, maybe 50 some cents. Here we are,
Yeah.
$3 and something by March when we have this one, goodness knows, we could be at way beyond the all-time high. Yeah, maybe even the double digits.
$10.
And
$10.
yeah, and you know, we have been supporters of this ecosystem for so long. I know you have, I know we have, most of the folks that come. And guys, a lot of the folks that do come are people that literally have been in the space for a long time. And the information and the perspective that they are going to be able to provide is really phenomenal. This is where you get that opportunity to get firsthand information way beyond what we share on our podcast. Because, as you know, in these forums, we're limited in how much information we can actually come out and share and say just because of the nature of, you know, what we've been dealing with. But
Yeah.
when you're at these summits like, you know, Quantum Financial Summit, and we actually can sit down, we get on the panels, we literally can say what we really think, what we believe, what we see coming, why we see it coming. See, it's not just what we believe is happening, it's why we believe it, and all of the stuff that goes with that. And it is an amazing opportunity for most
Hmm.
folks that, you know, can't get to hear that, you know, to actually go down. And relatively, I mean, you know, the cost is nominal in comparison to some of these other conferences that we've been to. That's for sure. You know, and
And,
so I
and we
really
feed you
go ahead.
really, really good. And
Yeah,
we
and
feed
you
you
feed
really,
us
really
really good.
good.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
mean, like
Exactly.
go look at the menu go look at the menu you guys are getting. It's unbelievable. It's like you're going
Yeah.
to like a 5-star wedding, man.
That's right. That's right. No, we're really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. And for you and Amber to put in the work that you guys have, you know, setting
Yeah.
this thing up,
Oh,
it's a great blessing to the whole community. There's so many people that, you know, and as you said earlier on, look, guys, we're not in any kind of competition with one another. We're a community that are supporting one another. We're not just an XRP army, we're an XRP family. And, you know, I've been down to a lot of these various things and I have seen how it works. I've seen how Mel and Amber have been and the hosts that they've been, the people that you get to meet and all that goes down. It's going to be just one of the most fantastic times. I really do believe
yeah.
that personally. And without getting into all the details now, guys, I'm going to pull up right here for us the actual website where you can actually go and you can register to get in here. Now, let me just pull this up. I did have it up there earlier there, and now I just popped my way out of it, and I'm thinking, oh, what did I do?
QFS1776.com.
There you go, QSF. So let's just put it in right there.
QFS1776.com. While you do that, we got Tom Park Allhouse. Who is Thomas Park Allhouse? Well, he's the guy that Warner Brothers stole the original movie script of a movie that everybody on planet Earth has seen at least once called
Yeah,
what? The Matrix.
that's
He's going
right.
to be on stage.
Oh,
Okay.
wow. That's going to be
Yeah.
fantastic. So here we are,
Yeah.
guys. Let me just pop this up here. So this is it. I mean, this is the website right there, Quantum Summit. And there it is, 1776.com. Here's all the various speakers that are on there, where you can actually go, what actually the subjects and topics that are going to be talked about, guys. Hey, by the way, we played that at the intro of this video, the promo video for the
Yep.
conference. And it is actually going to be an amazing time. And you can get in there and you can get your tickets right here on the website, secure in your spot. It is going to be absolutely amazing, guys. Really, we're looking forward to it. Judy and I are, well, there I was, yours truly.
Yep.
It just
Exactly.
by there.
Exactly. The best looking guy of them all, right?
No, what I mean, I'll have a play a small role, but we'll be there. Definitely, Judy and I will definitely be there. And Mel, I just want to thank you so much. We wanted to get this out here today,
Let me
just
tell you
because
some
we're
of the
going
new
to
people that are
start.
coming. Yeah,
What's
let me
that?
tell you some of the new people that are coming that is
Yeah, go
exciting
for it.
this way. We got Laura Eisenhower, the
Yep.
great granddaughter of Dwight D. Eisenhower, the president, is going to be at the conference on stage. Okay.
Wow.
We got James Rink. Some people are allowed to remember their past lives. And this guy had past lives on other planets where he's had lifespans of hundreds of years as a super soldier, and he remembers vividly all of the everything. He's a big guy in Saint Germain. He's a big guy in the quantum financial system. He knows things about the quantum financial system, not just from here, but from other realms, other universes, if you will, because he's been out there, and for some reason he's got this gift to be able to remember specific times and dates and times
Wow.
and what his role was. And he's going to be talking about what? Med beds, which is also known as celestial chambers. They're very real. They're coming. This is one of the
Mm.
main reasons why they don't want Donald Trump to come back, because Donald Trump is going to make us very, very wealthy and very, very healthy. And he doesn't want humans to have a 2,000-year lifespan and they're all billionaires. That's not allowed. That's only for the elite. Bullshit.
Right.
Bullshit. You know? So
Yeah.
that's what's coming. I mean, we got Pat Militech, who's going to be working with who? With RFK behind the scenes. They don't
Hmm.
want to be in the limelight with his girlfriend Mariah Prusi. Okay,
Mm.
they're going to be on stage. What is their role? Their role is, remember when I made the first 4-minute movie, the opening of the Quantum Summit? I said we're
Right.
going to clean the dirt. We're going to put the trace minerals back. Well, that's what this guy is. He's a dirt cleaner expert. He knows how to take the heavy metals out of the dirt. He knows how to put the trace minerals back in the dirt, and we are ready and primed for what? To grow super organic foods so that we can see the nation's health turn around in the next 24, 36, 48 months. You're not going to recognize America in 2028. I promise you.
Yeah, hopefully it's a way better America than what we've left behind. That's for sure. I mean, that's the goal.
100,000%.
Yeah.
100,000. Mikkel Markets is going to be there again.
Yeah. Yeah.
My good friend Larry Ballard, SG Anon, there's a 80-90% chance he's coming. Ishmael
Yeah.
Perez is coming. We got Mike Barra, who hangs out with who? He hangs out with a guy by the name of, he used to, I'll give you George Norrie, Coast to Coast AM.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, he's
Yeah.
coming. He's amazing. Victoria Reynolds, who's going to be emceeing the event alongside with what's her name, Elisa Valentino.
Yeah.
What's her name? Unfortunately, has bad out. She's got other things to do. Molly Elmore, the great Molly Elmore, the
Yeah.
CEO of Purium, is going to be there. You're going to get to meet
Okay.
Dave.
Okay. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, it's his birthday, by the way, on March 8th.
Oh, wow. Okay. So he's
Yeah,
going to be
yeah.
there on his birthday. Okay. Well, I'm
Yes,
looking
yeah.
forward to meeting that guy. I mean, we've had such a great relationship with Ian Farrar and, big promoter for Purium. Judy and I have seen tremendous health results from taking Purium, a phenomenal transformation. So
What happened
that's
to you?
going to
Tell
be
the
an
people
interesting one.
what happened to you.
Well, I was, I had really horrific type 2 diabetes, and my numbers were just going off the Richter scale. And, Judy and I had been down to the QFS last time. And of course, she hooked up there with Ian, and Ian got her hooked up with the Purium product. So I had gone into my doctor, and he wanted to put me on all kinds of other medication to beyond what I was already taking, the metformin, to control the diabetes. Well, Judy had me connect with Ian. So I started taking these Purium products, and I kid you not, like within a period of 2 or 3 weeks, my blood sugar levels had dropped from literally double digits where they were, causing my doctor to freak out, even though I was taking metformin, to, first it dropped down to, that pre-diabetes stage, and
So your
then
sugar levels went way
it just
down.
started coming down till it got to the point where my blood sugar levels were normal levels. I mean, I hadn't seen that in over 15 years. You have to remember, I was taking this diabetic medication for over 15 years, and then saw a massive turnaround. My vitality came back. Things, like I say, that weren't working started working. Life just started, the whole body just started to respond well. And Judy and I had seen such tremendous change that, look, we got Ian on the show, and we literally said, "Hey, listen, guys, this is a real deal." I'm a very kind of like, I'm like, I'll try it. Because I've tried, I mean, in our lifetime, Malcolm, on how many diets have we ever, but this stuff, it really, really is the real deal. It genuinely
Yeah.
works. In
Yeah.
fact, the stuff sells itself. You don't have to really, but that's our personal testimony. It really did happen, and it's
Yeah.
been phenomenal.
And I
So,
hope people
you
go
know,
down to your link down below and buy that stuff and take it for
yeah,
yourself because you
yeah,
don't look this good at 61. Look at me.
yeah.
I look amazing for 61. He looks
Yeah, you
great for
do.
his
And
age too.
and by the way, we're not putting any filters on here, man. Yeah, I
No,
got some gray hair, but I'll tell you what, boy, do I ever feel way more energetic than I felt when I was in my 40s. And that's a fact, Jack.
exactly. Exactly.
And primarily because, look, they are killing us. That's one thing. Thank God, Trump came in and with RFK, hey, we're going to make America healthy again. And they have
Exactly.
been feeding us death. I mean, dead
Exactly.
food. And not only
Exactly.
dead food, but food that will kill you, which is insane.
Exactly.
And they're highly addictive foods. The what
Yeah.
they've been
Yeah.
feeding, the highly, highly addictive. And it wasn't like that back in the 70s, right? It was not like that. The average person wasn't morbidly obese, and you didn't have runaway, massive amounts of people with type 2 diabetes. You did not. That does not have to be the reality of America. And so I really agree with that. I think that's one thing for sure. Well, guys, I'll tell you what, there is going to be something for everybody at the Quantum Financial Summit.
You hit the
And
nail on the head
definitely,
before I go. You hit the
yes.
nail on the head. You said addictive.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
putting ingredients in the food that are
Yeah.
addictive. We
Yeah.
didn't get here where people are 200 pounds overweight
Yeah.
by accident, folks. It was by design. It
By
was
design.
intentional. It was
Yeah.
premeditated murder of the American people. That's
Yeah.
what it was.
Food and chemicals in the food that you would not even feed to your dogs. I
Exactly.
mean, literally, the dog food is more healthy than the food they put in some of the cans and
Yeah,
the bags of the food they sell us, which is totally obscene. But that's what's been
absolutely.
allowed. So thank God that we've got an
Yeah.
administration in there that's saying, nope, we're not going back to that. We want food that is going to actually promote people to have, instead of going into Alzheimer's, which is the type 3 diabetes,
Yes.
all that kind of stuff, that is really being brought on, an epidemic of people going into early stage dementia and Alzheimer's. And as a result of the foods that they've been feeding us, absolutely obscene. And this is where they're saying no more. We're making that stuff illegal. You're not going to be able to sell it. You're not going to be able to market it and distribute it around the country and poison people, half to
Yeah.
death and shorten lives, and on and on and on it goes. And so, no,
Bingo.
that part fabulous. So I'll tell you
Mic
what.
drop.
Yeah, that's a
Jim
big one. That's a
Gale
big
talking
one.
about food, talking about food. Jim Gale from
Yeah.
foodforestabundance.com is going to be there as well. He's
Oh,
the guy
wow.
that introduced me to the RFK crew that's going to be behind the scenes. Mark
Yeah.
Z and his son Zester most
Yeah.
likely are going to be there as well. We got the lineup. We got a lady who's also a doctor who's a pharmacist, and she's
Yeah.
basically turned on the industry. She said, "Don't take this stuff."
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, this is a doctor. This is not Mel Carmine saying it.
Nope, that's right.
This is
And
a
of course, what
doctor.
happens is under the past administration, these people that, because of course they said, well, we got to trust the science. Well, then you even had the scientists coming out and saying, don't trust the science. And what happened to them? Well, they silenced them. And this
Yeah.
is where, we now have a platform where we can actually get out. at the summit, and people can literally get the information that is the truth about what's really going on so that they can
Correct.
actually change their lives. And that's one of the
Correct.
biggest benefits. I mean, going to the QFS last time and being introduced to Ian like that, how it changed Judy's situation and how it literally, as far as I'm concerned, probably saved my life in terms of like how the quality of my life for sure, and probably the length of it,
I'm so
because
glad you went
of
there.
everything.
I'm so
Yeah.
glad you went there, Dave. You know why?
Yeah.
Because someone is going to come. See, the networking aspect of this is priceless because
Yeah.
you're going to meet one person or two people that
Yeah.
have the keys or the missing piece of the puzzle of something you're
That's
trying
right.
to do. And they're going to be
Yeah.
where? At the Quantum Summit.
Yep, that's
You
right.
know what I'm
That's
saying?
right. If we had not have gone there last time, we probably would not have connected the way in which we did with Ian. It wouldn't have had the impact in our lives. And that's true. There's one of my favorite verses out of the Bible. It comes out of Psalms and it says, "Many are the plans of a man's heart. It's the Lord's purpose that prevails." Sometimes you think you're going there for one reason, and God says, "Nope, I have something even better for you." So now, guys, I'll tell you what. I'm going to put the links for all of this stuff right down in the description of this video. And over the next little bit, we are going to be out there and reminding everybody about what's coming, when it's coming, where it's going to be, where to get the tickets and all that. And I cannot wait to see you there. And Mel, thank you so much for just coming on and giving us a little bit of a sneak peek of what to expect. So really
Now
appreciate it.
hit the pause button because I can't have this recorded, but I'm going to give you a sneak peek of the movie that's going to be playing at the opening for the Quantum Summit. You'll be the first to get it, to at least
Okay.
watch it. I'm going to
Yeah.
share my screen with you,
Yeah.
and we're doing a screening. If this
Yeah.
video gets out fast enough, and he's record fast at putting
Yeah.
stuff out. If it gets out fast enough, at tonight at 7 o'clock, you have to be there at 6:30. Okay, at 166 Center Street in Cape Canaveral. If you're not a member, you pay $10. You hang out in the system for 2 hours in a frequency that allows your body to heal the body. That would
Yeah.
normally cost you $100, and you get to watch the pre-screening of the 8-minute movie that's going to be playing only at the Quantum Summit. He's going to get a sneak peek right now.
Yeah.
Thank you,
All right,
guys.
guys.
Thank you,
Hey,
David.
thank you. Okay. Bye-bye.